sake. Which brings us on to cricket. Now, I don't really like to talk about cricket. It's not that I don't like the game, but I suffer in silence more than most. I suppose I'm made that way. But there comes a time when it's talk or burst. And that time has come today. The most ghastly crisis of my whole life. I'm never going to be a ball, but it's time for chums to rally round. I mean, that's what chums are for. I said to myself, when I just can't face this thing alone. I don't dare leave the house, of course, so thank God there's the phone. But I spoke to Dave, giving all my friends a ring. And tonight, I'm facing one more, quite appalling thing. Nobody wants to hear about Vanessa. And the terrible thing Vanessa's done to me. I rang up good old Arthur before it got me down. But his mother, Mrs. Habsburg, told me Arthur's out of town. She obviously thought I was only trying to impress her. When I said I needed Arthur right away, she didn't really seem to want to hear about Vanessa and the vitally urgent thing I had to say. Nobody wants to hear about Vanessa and the hideous mess Vanessa's got me in. I got through the hearts. They were nice as they could be. Cyril explained that the bishop there for tea. Sydney couldn't have been toujours la politesse, but he said he had to go out and shaved. So there wasn't time to stay and hear me talk about Vanessa. The quite fantastic way that she behaved. I rang up Beth and Seal in the middle of a meal. She said, I'll bring you back. I knew she would. Virginia's gone to Cannes with that rather awful man. God knows what she sees in him, I don't. Henry wouldn't hear a word, he's got something on the third. Then I got through to the gas board by mistake. Well, Lucienne, I think, must have had too much to drink. She kept mumbling on about go and jump in the lake. Fish word or something like that. Anyway, no one wants to hear about Vanessa. And the unforgivable treatment I received. Sandy's not on the phone now, that goes for Angus too. Colin Wilson's had his cut off. The best thing he could do. I don't want to unburden myself to Janet, bless her. It's not something I've discussed with him. So I couldn't find a soul to hear me talk about Vanessa. The quite impossible mess she's got me in. You see, none of them wants to talk about Vanessa. The unforgivable treatment I received. I phoned Elizabeth Howley, but every time I tried, somebody took the receiver off and nobody replied. When I think of the times that I've acted as father confess when their permutated love lives go astray, it's hard to find a single one of my so-called friends who spare 5 minutes to listen to what I have to say. Unless you'd like to hear about Vanessa, what she did and how it finished me, because, well, it all started. No, it's quite obvious. All of you here just couldn't care less about Vanessa. So I'm bothered if I'm going to tell you what it was.